Obviously, after the last meeting, there was many questions that I had to ask, that I had to answer to my group about the decision that was made.
I think it's a fair discussion for us to have and for the department to have with our residents and taxpayers about what level of service they're willing to pay for, because there seems to be a disconnect on that front.
Last year in 2018, the board successfully passed a resolution to approve the expansion of FP5. That was a funding source that would make us a stable funded organization. Now, when I say stable funded, it would continue to increase with the 3% and give us the funding necessary to eventually get off of the general fund. That's what the ultimate goal was. We have to be independent and be able to stand alone sometime. The idea of, Supervisor Rutherford, I'll just address the question. The idea of going out to the voters, we went out to them, not in the manner that I think you're suggesting, but the voters had every opportunity to protest this vote. Now, by going out to the voters now, you can tell there's been many places that have had unsuccessful results from trying to go to the voters and ask for more money for services. There comes to a point where, as a board, you're essentially the parents of the citizens that we have, and you have to understand that there has to be public safety and fire protection and police protection. The money has to be there, and some of the burden has to go on the citizens to pay. In many cities in our county today, there is a burden on the other citizens well above the 157 or 161 that is put on citizens today in many of our cities, and yet we're arguing about a $4 increase. I would encourage the board to pass the resolution. I would encourage the board to continue to move this forward. The 3% growth is not exorbitant amount at all, and it will continue to let us be able to become a stable funding source and move forward. We're getting off of the general fund.
The original item allows the Board of Directors to approve a maximum up to 3% cost of living increase per year. The 3% increase that the fire district's requesting in this item will generate approximately $1.2 million in additional revenue. For clarification, it raises the annual FP5 per parcel from $157.26 to $161.98 per year. In fire district costs have increased about 3.5% from fiscal year 2018-19 to the upcoming fiscal year. Overall, countywide, FP5 will generate approximately $42.7 million.
The decision was made the week before, in my understanding, by County Council changing the opinion of the way FP5 had read. For 13 years, FP5 has been voted on for the 3% increase. Successful every year at a 5-0 vote. And then there was a new legal opinion by a new county council that could change the fire district forever. I asked that Ms. Blakemore give it to the board the reason for the legal opinion change and the documents supporting the opinion change that were necessary. You have changed the fire district and the firefighters' lives by the decision that was brought up by Ms. Blakemore. I assure you that for 13 years, if it was voted one way, I don't understand how we changed. I can't imagine that all of a sudden something came up that read that way. Maybe she was asked, maybe she was told, I don't know. But I urge the board to ask the questions. Thank you very much.